So now let's talk about Dogecoin. Dogecoin. So there's been a lot of exciting news in the last 24 hours, last couple of hours with Dogecoin. And there's a recent article that came out that I find absolutely hilarious. This was so funny because they said how Dogecoin is like a Cabbage Patch doll. Essentially, there's this guy, Brian Brooks. He was in an interview and he's basically like, Dogecoin is worthless. Dogecoin is a meme. Dogecoin is not going anywhere. Get out of it. It's a bubble. And he really said there's no practical use for it. And I found this pretty funny because now there's already a lot of companies out there that are already starting to accept Dogecoin. We saw Newegg start to accept Dogecoin. We see a lot of major companies, some publicly traded companies, already start to accept Dogecoin as a form of payment. The Dallas Mavericks also accept it. And if you want to see more, I did a video the other day where I talk about all these new companies that are accepting Dogecoin as a valid form of payment. There's airline companies. Now, there's the Dallas Mavericks, so sports. There are robotics companies, a publicly traded robotics company. And there's even a petition for Amazon to accept Dogecoin. So worthless? I don't really think so. I don't think it's worthless at all. I don't think it's a bubble. I think it has a lot to go. Second thing is why I think this is like really ridiculous is with Dogecoin right now, if you look at the transaction fees for Dogecoin, the average transaction fee is much lower than it is for a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there. So even though Dogecoin has taken a little bit of a drop over the last couple of hours, right now the average transaction fee over the last 24 hours for Dogecoin was $1.14. This is for about $2.78 billion in volume. And when you're looking at, let's say, like a Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin has a much higher transaction fee. Bitcoin was $60.95 transaction fee over the last 25 hours for only about 8 times more volume. So really, the transaction fee is about 8 to 10 times higher for Bitcoin. When you look at Ethereum versus Dogecoin, same thing. Ethereum has about a 4 to 5 times higher transaction fee than Dogecoin. So really, this doesn't make any sense. While yes, there is an unlimited quantity that you can mine of Dogecoin, well, there are some things that they could work on with, how it's mined, what's going on there. It isn't useless because people are actually using it. While it was created as a meme, while it was created as a joke, people are actually using it now. Companies are actually accepting it as a valid form of payment, and the transaction fee is actually a lot lower than many companies out there. So this is something just to keep in mind because I think this could continue to drive the price of Dogecoin up even higher. We're seeing it consolidate a bit. It was up over 40 cents per share at one point. Now it's just hit under 30 cents per coin. So it's just something to keep an eye out on, but I think it is consolidating a bit. We're going to see more attention in the news, especially, I think, from Elon Musk, Snoop Dogg, I think Mark Cuban. Once we start seeing these people get back, talking about it, it's going to drive the price even higher. And I still don't think $1 Dogecoin is out of the question at all, especially if we see an announcement from more companies starting to accept it as a valid form of payment. I don't know if you saw, but I did a video the other day on Venmo, how they just announced that they're allowing buying, selling, holding of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. If they were to add Dogecoin to that list, which I think is very possible, well then that would bring 70 million new people who have the ability to easily buy, sell, and hold Dogecoin. That hasn't happened yet, but if we see that, I think Dogecoin could skyrocket well above $1 per coin. And I think really the person who says this is like a Cabbage Patch doll, like this is really nothing, it's just a bubble, it's going nowhere, I think that's completely ridiculous. I don't see that at all. Dogecoin is already being accepted, and I see it has a lot of potential to continue to go up over the next couple of days. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel, stay up to date on Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, the stock market, and just making more money in general.